We have multiple Toronto Raptors updates as the team has officially lost their top prospect that wasn't officially tethered to the team, and Branden Carlson, who's been officially now scooped up by another squad. So we'll discuss that because this has serious implications for guys like Shamche in terms of their development and minutes availability in the G League. So we'll discuss that, including multiple injury updates for this Raptors squad, because again, we have our daily, updates in terms of who's in the lineup, who's out. We have another guy that's out of the lineup, but also some insights in terms of the long-term injuries that we've seen for guys like Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, that haven't really been given much updates in recent weeks since we've heard them initially go down. So lots of stuff to discuss over the start, with everything that's happened in the Toronto Raptors land. Before we do, folks, again, if you guys are part of the 67% of our viewers that haven't hit the subscribe button just yet, we just crossed 36,000 subscribers, so can't thank you guys enough for the stuff out there on that front. But if you're a part of the portion of our viewers that haven't subscribed that just yet, join the bandwagon, join this Raptors squad, because we deliver daily Toronto Raptors news coverage and don't want you to miss a single thing. So let's dive into the madness. Let's dive into that news coverage. And the first thing we're taking a look at is the Raptors' top prospect now officially gone. Now, again, the Raptors have a ton of prospects that are officially on the roster that are in two-way contracts that, have extremely high upside and stuff. But one guy that is familiar to a lot of Toronto Raptors fans, he might not be, but that was on a two-way contract but ended up getting cut in place of Jamison Battle because of his phenomenal preseason performance. Branden Carlson was a guy that was still out there actually within this Raptors organization. He was still a guy that was attached to this team, but not on official contract tethered to the main rosters. Branden Carlson ended up signing with the Toronto Raptors 905 after his two-way deal ended up getting cut, but news came out this weekend that he is officially out of the mix for this Raptors squad. And this is disappointing because, he is a guy that does have high upside that, again, once his two-way position was removed, we figured another team would scoop him up. And it was like an added bonus. It was icing on the cake that he stayed with the Raptors 905 and felt like, hey, maybe there's a chance things play out a certain way, we get this injury exception, he could come in and actually get a chance, a shot out there on the main roster. But it won't be the case. It's good for him. Not bad news for him, but bad news for Raptors fans, because with three centers sidelined, the Oklahoma City Thunder are making a front court addition by signing 7-footer Branden Carlson to the team Saturday. And essentially, Carlson joins the Thunder from the G League to the Toronto Raptors 905, where he played a standout as a collegiate career at Utah, averaged 14.3 points per game, 9 rebounds, 3 assists per game to start off this G League season. And Carlson was doing a really good job out there for the 905. There's a lot of excitement about him, being on this team as a, potential prospect after the NBA draft. But obviously, the emergence of Jamison Battle as an absolute three-point sniper, which is a more need, it felt like, for this Raptors team here now at this point, was, sliding in and made it tough for him to be out there on the roster. But basically, Carlson has been very good, and he's been very good for this team in the G League, but I'm happy that he ended up getting picked up by a team where it looks like he might play, given all the injury situations and stuff that has gone on to this team. But the implications of this, because again, we figured, especially after his two-way contract was severed, that there would be a tough route. There was a route, but there was a tough route for him to actually make the roster, get back on the team with the Toronto Raptors, specifically in the short term. But this does have implications on another center that is in the Raptors G League pool right now that is officially, on this Raptors two-way position, but in Ulrich Shamche, as this man was coming off the bench for the Raptors G League team, playing behind Carlson, and now there's more of an opening. There are more minutes to go around, and it's coming at a really nice time because, again, he had a very cold couple starting games to the season, but one of his more recent outings just really dominated, did a good job, playing defense, showing off his speed, showing off his athleticism, showing off what he can do, even though he's still a very, very raw prospect. Any Toronto Raptors fan has probably seen that this, close to 7 foot, just 18-year-old kind of phenom. I don't want to call him phenom just yet. He's still very raw in terms of skill set, but athletic phenom is very much a guy that could use the extra minutes out there in the G League, and this now is opened up. More minutes for Ulrich Shamche are opened up now at this point, which will be good for his development. Now, again, losing Carlson will lead to some losses, extra losses for the 905, but Shamche's development, because again, he's looking very, very fast, looking very, very athletic out there as a big man that has the potential as a jump shooter, that has potential in different areas. That is, big boost in terms of getting probably, from your 20 minutes per game to 35 minutes per game for the 905. That will be a huge plus in terms of his development. So some implications there, but congratulations to Branden Carlson, who ended up getting an actual roster spot. But we have more updates to discuss as we have multiple injury updates for this Raptors team to really dive into, as we do over the course of this entire season, because the Raptors just can't catch a break when it comes to injuries, when it comes to stuff out there at that front. And basically, it does not stop, as news has come out today that essentially Bruno Fernando joins the list of Raptors that are out on Monday with a right ankle sprain. He rolled it badly on Saturday, but played through it. So Barnes, Quickley, Walter, Kelly Olynyk, Bruce Brown all remain out, and there's a to be determined regarding the Raptors 905ers. So Bruno Fernando's added to the injury mix, but we also have some updates in regards to guys specifically in regarding to, what's going on with this team. So the next update that came from Blake Murphy is the Raptors are close to the hardship exception territory that they could apply for a temporary extra roster spot to be allowed to sign someone in the depth territory. That requires 4 of the injured players to be confirmed as out for more than 2+ weeks. So again, the Raptors have a full roster, have enough guys, and again, as we discussed at the start, it would have been nice for Carlson to be able to get one of those roster spots, as he was one of the guys that was intriguing coming into the season, but this team is so depleted right now, so cooked, that they can, the NBA will make an exception for them to bring in another roster, bring in a random guy. I saw some memes going around that Dwight Howard would be the guy that's getting picked up with this hardship exception. Don't think that will be the case, but I thought that was a funny little meme going on, getting Dwight Howard out here in the mix. But basically, we also have an update regarding Bruce Brown, because the timeline in regards to him has been very vague. As someone came out, Blake Murphy, and said, hey, regarding Bruce Brown, he said he was going to be out for 3 weeks. And now, we don't really have any updates, no clear indications of what's going on with him. But Blake Murphy kind of combated that and came out and said that often those initial timelines are, we will have a better idea of the timeline after a reevaluation in 3 weeks, not the guys back in 3 weeks. Both are doing individual work regarding Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk at practice, but haven't done any contact or anything like that yet. So this is an interesting update because, again, there's been a lot of vagueness. There's been a lot of uncertainty in regards to when Bruce Brown will be able to return to the lineup, will be able to be in the mix, will be able to kind of have an impact out there for this team. And basically, Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk have not even been doing anything in regards to contact, doing anything in regards to, physical. They're at least doing, individual workouts, staying in shape, I imagine, getting their basketball work in, but obviously we shouldn't expect them into the lineup anytime soon in regards to updates for Bruce Brown or Kelly Olynyk, because again, they're uncleared for contact and they're vets on this team. So no crazy rush to bring them back, especially with the Raptors do have the worst record in the entire NBA. And the young guys are getting the benefit of extra run, extra opportunities, extra minutes with them out of the lineup. So again, sucks to see, especially where we're giving Bruce Brown kind of $20 million to, be on the bench right now for this Raptors squad. And it's tough to redeem his trade value, increase his trade value when he's not playing. But it's kind of the reality of whatever's going on. It's happening with this team. But let us know what you guys think about all these injury updates, everything that's happening with this squad. Again, it's been a crazy year in regards to injury situations. We might see a random end up getting signed because this team has been so depleted, so injured now at this point. But you guys are listening as far. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Anyways, I'm signing out. Cheers.